My name is Kevin Mohsensian, and I am a second-year PhD student at the University of Pittsburgh, working in the bioengineering department, and I'm working with translational neuroscience, specifically eye movement research. Bioengineering or biomedical engineering is dealing with creating devices that can be used in the body or on the body for ways to help medical research or help cure a disease or create to help with the symptoms of diseases. So I love the fact that we're helping people that have a need, and we're able to provide them with devices or techniques or cures or all those type of methods essentially to help patients. So I like that. I like giving back through my work. And with music, you can help people experience emotions, or it can be therapeutic for people, even therapeutic for myself. So on a daily basis, whenever I'm playing or practicing, it's one of those things where I can kind of release, whether I'm angry or I'm sad or I'm happy, I can kind of release that through my music. And so it comes to therapy for me, as well as anyone that's listening. Potentially it can help them kind of feel what they need to feel, have a few tears or get a few laughs and or smiles, depending on the music. So they're kind of hand in hand, those two passions. All of my siblings play instruments, and when I say all, I mean my 4 other siblings. I'm the middle child of 5, and so I started playing first though, and my oldest sister soon followed suit, and then I have a younger brother, younger sister, and then we've all played violin. One of my older sisters didn't play violin, but she played the piano and flute. It's kind of nice having a whole family to be able to play together. I started playing music when I was a little, right before I was 4, right around when I was 4 years old. I had this best friend that started playing violin, and I'm a pretty competitive person, and I like to compete, and my friend had started playing violin, and I wanted to play too. So I told him, I was like, I want to start playing violin, and I'm like this little 4-year-old that was like, I want to play, and so we played, and it was one of those things where we started with Suzuki, and so we would always compete, and I would take on a song, and she would take on a song, and it started out as a competition, but it became a love for me. Hopefully if you've practiced enough, your mistakes will be minimal, and when you do make a mistake, you just got to keep going. I mean, you can't let that ruin your whole performance. You can't let one mistake mess up the rest of it, because you still need to finish the piece and you still need to get to the end of it. I think you're your biggest critic, and if you put on a good facade for people, that even if you make a mistake, you're like, I meant to make it. Kind of have some confidence. It's a lot easier to roll with your mistakes. So if you're nervous, go out and play and perform more. And I think that's where you're gonna get your confidence. That when it counts, when you're on the stage, you'll be like, I've done this before. It's all about you being comfortable in your own shoes. And once you're comfortable with yourself, the world will see your confidence. I would say the most surprising thing about playing in public is the reaction I get from people, because they'll say, oh my gosh, you're so good. And I've played for a long time, almost 21 years here, and I would say that I hope that I'd be okay or decent, if I played that long. But at the same time, I'm not devoting my life to playing violin, and it's, there are people that play in symphony orchestras, these players that devote their life and are phenomenal. I mean, I've learned from some of them. That's who as I got older, my craft got better, and I learned from someone that was in the Milwaukee Symphony Orchestra. And he's a phenomenal player, and if they ever heard those people, if they went to the concerts and paid the money to go see these amazing symphonies and the amazing orchestral pieces, that they would be floored when they go to see them. And so I wish that the public would go out and see these concerts and go support these symphonies and these orchestra groups and whatnot, because I think it's kind of people think of classical music as kind of outdated, and to be honest with you, it's in all of our music, whether we know it or not, just subliminally in there. Sometimes they throw a violin or even guitar, that's still a stringed instrument. And I think people have kind of lost track of how music originated. And I think everyone can benefit from going back to the roots of music and appreciating its very kind of primal yet, as we call it, classical form. So I think everyone would benefit from that.